The average person doesn't realize they're a slave to their mind. They think they are the mind, which is a slave to the mind. So I talk about persistence over time. A few various spiritual genres where they talk about instant and you're already it and all the rest of it. But for very few people does that work. The reality is it's consistent effort over time in the correct direction with as minimal deviation as possible from the truth, which is a hard thing to do. And I got sidetracked many times. And was got pulled into the world and back out again. So it's a challenging thing. Hence the role of the guide, the teacher, to check in, which is what we do here a lot of, isn't it? Checking in to see if you're on track, off track, if what your mind is telling you is the right way. Where does that go? What does that actually end up in, as opposed to what you think it may end up in? And history is riddled with the most common of behaviours and ways of seeing the world that people embark upon with end paths that are disastrous. It's just there's so much evidence for it. It's just nobody wants to look because they want to believe their own mind. They want to believe their own story. They want to believe what their parents told them, even if they're rebellious, and want to believe what their culture, even if they're rebellious, you're still running in that form unconsciously. And quite often the more rebellious are closer to it than anybody. It's on their minds all the time. They're married to it. And so consistent effort over time in the right direction, and that's what I would call the freeway or the expressway. And you don't take any exits. And the mind's job and the pain body's job, its whole job is to get you, hey, get off here, man. IKEA's here. Have you been in there? You should check out all the stuff you need. Or, oh, look at this. There's some candy down here. Go down here and desire candy. And all the different functions. So there's all these exits that people take in this game, if they're even on the expressway to begin with. And the trick is to just know what they are and what they aren't. Because sometimes the expressway can look like an exit and vice versa. Very hard to discern in the mind. Again, if it was your friend, you'd be blissed out all the time, right? It's your predominant force for most people of their lives, yet not really that happy. Okay, well, maybe the mind isn't what you think it is. Maybe you've got a liar inside your head and it gives you convenient lies. Kind of like, a lot of the AIs do. They just tell you what you want to hear. Your mind does the same thing. It tells itself what it wants to hear, and then you take action from it. And so that's the game, persistence over time. But even if you weren't doing this work, that's kind of the winning formula for anything. Persistence over time, you get good at it. Then the mind has a bigger and bigger problem. But ultimately, this game is surrender and let go. You master surrender and let go, and you master your mind. And if you surrender and let go, your mind loses all of its foundations as far as the foundation it tortures from and hurts you from. Everything that's okay will be left behind. Everything that's harmless or of benefit will be left behind. The torturous disaster will drop away. Its foundations will crack. And you won't be a slave anymore. Whether you realise the average person doesn't realise they're a slave to their mind. They think they are the mind, which is a slave to the mind. And so then the minds compete, don't they? And they spend their lives competing with each other down the various avenues. appeasing each other in this. So you're involved in conversations and day-to-day life, and there's some genuine, authentic conversations, and then there's just a whole bunch of them that are just self-created drama shows. And then even the mind's like the drama circulating, because it gives the mind more objects to play with, which keeps the mind more in control. You further in slavery. Nobody's to know. It's like the movie The Matrix, isn't it? Just keep the pleasures coming. It will be good. Mind just keeps hunting pleasures. Just enough to keep you going, while it vacuums the life force out of you with the other hand. So this game's about regaining your power, not having it vacuumed out of you, or you connecting up to false constructs and draining your power. Come back to your full power, your natural power. It's the natural state. Understand this. It's the natural state, and it's blissful. What a relief. Thank goodness. The bliss, the natural self isn't a hell realm, right? It's beyond all of that. It's good news. So there is. It's ultimately very, very, very positive. A lot of people see it as an annihilation, but it's actually no. It's the opposite of that. It's the annihilation of the cage. That's all. And then something far more profound is there. No, ends up as the void, as what the Buddha would say, or the vast emptiness.